Coming up on the Elon Phoenix Weekly.
We step out onto the diamond to see what is swinging with the baseball team.
And we hit the hard courts with a new tennis coach.
And learn about the mindset that goes into one of basketball's most significant and potentially game-changing shots.
All that and more next on the Elon Phoenix Weekly.
Welcome back to the Elon Phoenix Weekly.
For today's show, we go outside as spring is just around the corner.
And we see how some Phoenix athletes are helping out in the Elon community.
So grab some peanuts and Cracker Jacks as we check in with Phoenix baseball.
The baseball team is coming off one of their best seasons in recent history after winning another Southern Conference tournament title and making it to the NCAA Regionals in Charlottesville. Let's take a look at the expectations they have for the 2014 season.
It's spring again, which means it's time for Elon baseball, and Coach Kennedy says the team is just ready to get into the season.
I think they're ready to play. You know, it's always the same this time of year. They're tired of playing each other in practice. They're tired of seeing the same old thing. So once you throw a different uniform out there, it's a high level of excitement.
With the season already underway, the Phoenix will be looking to improve on last year's success, a 34-30 record, a Southern Conference tournament title, and a trip to the NCAA Regionals in Charlottesville, something that lines up with junior Casey Jones's goals for the team this season.
Getting back to regional, winning the regular season Southern Conference is our main goal.
But replacing all-state and all-conference performers like Alex Swim and Kyle Webb, as well as Southern Conference Player of the Year Ryan Kinsella, won't be easy. Coach Kennedy says it's up to the returning players to improve if the team wants to get better.
Returning guys have got to get better. The challenge, again, for those guys going home over the summer was for us to take the next step and continue to grow and be a better ball club. You guys have got to get better. If you come back the same player, then we're not taking the strides we need.
One of those returning players, senior Sebastian Gomez, believes the team will have a change in identity with the new players and those who have left.
We're not all big guys. We're not going to hit many home runs. We're going to wreak havoc on the bases. We're going to steal bases. We're going to score. That's our type of game. We're not going to hit the ball 500 feet like Kinsella used to all the time last year. We don't have that guy anymore. So we got to rely more on, getting on base, stealing bags, scoring from first, scoring from second, pushing the envelope always, and putting pressure on the other team.
It will also depend on the younger players, including freshman and junior college transfers, to step up.
We got a lot of guys this year that were younger last year, freshmen, sophomores, that got a lot of experience, and they can definitely step in and fill those roles this year. And we also got a couple new guys, junior college transfers and freshmen, that can also step in and fill those roles for us.
But with a young roster and replacing valuable players from last year's team, veteran players like Sebastian Gomez will have to step up more as a leader on the team.
I think good leadership will help overcome that hard work. We can't really think about what we lost. We got to focus on what we have, and what we got is what we got, and we're going to give it our all every time we're out there.
The leadership will also have to come from players other than the seniors, however.
We have 3 seniors, and so there's not a lot in terms of that, but we do have some guys who've played a lot of college baseball. Casey Jones, again, the Bauer boys have been out there a little bit. Chris King got a lot of time last year. Sebastian, he's played ever since he's been on campus.
As far as expectations for this year's team, Coach Kennedy says they never change.
There's a list on our board of things that are very important to us. Number 1 is get a 3.0 in the classroom. That never changes. Number 2 is win a regular season. Number 3 is win a regional. We want to get to Omaha. We're not like anybody else. We want to try to get to Omaha, and that's our goal.
Stick around, because later in the show, we will listen to the sounds of Elon baseball through one of its members that was mic'd during a game.
The Elon tennis team has built a reputation as one of the strongest programs in the SoCon over the past few years. And with their newest addition, the Phoenix look to reach new heights this season.
When Elon sets out to hire new coaches, they always go for the brightest and the best. And the tennis team is no exception when they hired John Collins, a graduate assistant from the University of Tennessee.
I've wanted to get into college coaching for some time now, And my last semester in college, I wasn't an athlete anymore, so I was helping out the Tennessee team there. And head coach Sam Winterbottom did an outstanding job with helping me figure out what I wanted to do, and figured out that I wanted to get into college coaching. And he really took me under his wing and helped me get my name out there and get with the right contacts. And next thing you know, I'm on the phone with Michael Leonard, and he's saying he'd love to have someone come down. Came down and visited during the fall, and just felt like the right place. It's been a blessing so far, so I'm really enjoying it.
Although John undoubtedly has a strong passion for coaching, there have been some challenges.
I'm not a player anymore, so I have to stop thinking like a player. I have to start thinking like a coach. And instead of thinking about myself all the time, I have to think about the guys. What does he need to work on? What does he need to do to get better? How are we going to prepare for this match coming up? What do I need to do with Michael in the office to make sure that our guys can play to the best that they can? And then also, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, which is good. As a player, you have no idea about, because you don't need to worry about that stuff. So taking on some of those challenges in the office and make sure everything goes according to plan.
As a former player fresh out of college, John truly has an uncanny ability to relate to the players, in addition to the plethora of benefits he's brought to the Phoenix.
One of the biggest things on me with talking to other coaches trying to find a place to land was my age. Well, I don't think you're going to find anyone like me that's played for 2 top-tier programs, been a good junior, and I just came out of it. It's still fresh in my head. When we played Duke and when we played Virginia, obviously the result wasn't the same, but I knew their lineups. I've been in almost any situation a student athlete here could possibly go through. Our freshmen, shockingly enough, I was quite similar. So it's tough to go back that far and to relate to them, but I was in the exact same boat. But as a player and as a competitor, I can definitely, even from the first day I stepped on campus, I kind of felt like I clicked with Brian pretty easily. The guy's just fierce competitor, and that's kind of how I played my tennis. I think so far I've helped bring up maybe the intensity a little bit. I've brought in a couple runs that the guys absolutely love. Some of the practices, the guys make comments like, "Oh wow, we're playing a lot of tennis today." That's good, that's what I'm used to.
Of all the teams John's been a part of, he truly believes this Elon team is special.
They're all great guys. They come out every day, they start running around the courts, and they're all light, ready to go. They want to work hard, they're willing to work hard, and they're a team. They're together, so I really like that, the camaraderie. I would love to see these guys push for a championship. It's Cam's senior year. He's already accomplished so many things, and the team's already done so much this year. I'd love to see, just for him, the guys really pull together and make it a year that he'll be able to remember.
So far, it's been a memorable season for the Phoenix and for John, who experienced his first big win as a coach against Duke, which he describes as a strange yet amazing experience.
With the transition to being a coach, I wanted to dogpile Brian. Just what I'm used to doing, but I can't. I had to keep composure, and I just went in and embraced Michael. A great win for the program. I mean, these guys have worked so hard. Michael's been here for 10 years, won a national championship as a player, and it speaks so much for what he's done here and what the players have done, even the alumni that have come through the program. Just to be a part of it is just incredible. Recruiting-wise, it's always nice to beat the Blue Devils, and people, juniors and top prospects, recognize them as one of the top programs in the country. So for us to get exposure at that level and to say, hey, we can beat teams like this, helps us bring in another top recruit. It's nice. It happens so early in the year, though, and we have so much tennis left. Got to continue to work and to fight and to get better. We're not entitled to anything. We don't deserve anything. So we have to keep the mindset that, hey, we got to work, we got to get better, and we got to compete if we want to do more special things this year.
Well, there's no doubt that Coach Collins will be an excellent addition to the tennis coaching staff.
And that brings us to today's trivia. What year did the men's basketball team record their first 20-win season? The answer coming up later in the show.
It's time for our first commercial break, but first, let's take a look at some upcoming games for the Phoenix. don't go anywhere, because when we return, we go into the community to see how one of our athletes is not only making a difference on the court, but also outside the gym.
You're watching the Elon Phoenix Weekly on ESPN2. Through their daily pursuit of excellence, Elon student athletes have gained recognition for their achievements both on and off the field.
Building a winning tradition takes hard work and dedication.
Dedication to the Maroon life.
Where success is not only measured by just wins and trophies,
but also by the knowledge we gain.
At Elon, we're more than just athletes.
We're student athletes.
Providing support enables success. Help sustain the winning tradition of Elon Athletics while securing the future of our student athletes for years to come.
An Elon education is about preparing students for a life of global citizenship. Of course, this is a place where you're going to come and earn a degree, but it's also a place that's going to get you to think very deeply about how you're going to use that degree to make the world a better place.
Now back to the Elon Phoenix Weekly on ESPN2.
The Elon Phoenix Weekly is made possible by the students of the School of Communications in association with the dedicated coaches, athletes, and staff of Elon Athletics.
The sounds are back at Latham Park. The crack of the bat, well, actually, the ping of the ball hitting the bat, the smack of a ball hitting a glove, and the baseball chatter. For a recent Phoenix game, we mic'd up senior outfielder Sam Paone.
Give him the K-ball!
Ready to go today, CK? Hell yes.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Yeah, coach, I'm on the mic. It's working today. They tried to do it the other day, it didn't work.
The starting lineups for this afternoon's game.
2-0, 1.12 ERA, pretty good right there. Start the year. Knock on wood. Yeah, you're right.
Judge! Judge!
Good pair. Let's go, let's go.
Attaboy, let's go! Heave it up! Heave it up there!
Yeah, we can do some grenades. Grenades done? Uh-oh.
Come on, fire, come on, fire. How do you do a grenade?
Dang it. You go fishing. New cast. Zing. I got him.
There we go, reel him in.
Come on.
Attaboy! Love it! You're out, 1-7.
1-1-1 count. You gotta do a shooter. 3-2-1 to do a basketball shot. Hang ham.
Up with him.
Eisenbarger. God dang it. Dang it. Thought I had that. Sniper rifle this time.
Come on, check.
Dude, it's not working.
Get going!
Yeah.
Get going, Bull! Get going!
Get going. Go, boy.
Yeah!
High strike zone. Don't you know the new rules? I don't care how big he is, Bake.
Attaboy! I don't know how that happened.
Fire burning on the dance floor. That little shot is fire burning on the dance floor.
Say my name, sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba.
Whoa, look at that buckle.
Buckle up for safety. Come on, Joey. Base knock. Yes, all day. Down. Empty the quivers. Come on. Give me a quiver. Empty it. Come on. Yes, you have to. Yeah, let's go. Boys, good job. Good win.
If you want to hear more from Sam, stay tuned as we hear more of his chatter later in the show.
Now, the answer to today's trivia. Earlier we asked, what year did the men's basketball team record their first 20-win season? The answer, the 1951-1952 season. That year, Elon made their first trip to the national NAIB tournament in Kansas City, and Don Haycock scored 607 points on his way to becoming Elon's first player to ever eclipse the 1,000-point plateau.
It is very common for former athletes to continue a career in their sport with coaching. Many of them will look at coaching vacancies once their playing careers are over, but Kelsey Harris has thought about coaching for a long time. As a result, she will have the unique opportunity to learn from some of the best coaches in the country.
Phoenix fans have become quite familiar with the success and consistency Kelsey Harris has brought to the Elon women's basketball program. What they may not know, however, is that Harris loves the coaching aspect of basketball as well. As a result of her ambition, Harris was selected to participate in the prestigious So You Want to Be a Coach program.
I'm really excited about it. Just planning the trip because it's in Nashville during the Final Four weekend, and just thinking about those 3 days surrounded by so many coaches is going to be really exciting.
The program is put on by the Women's Basketball Coaches Association every year, and Harris was one of 50 current players selected to participate in the 3-day workshop from April 4th to April 6th. But coaching had been on her mind far before this season began.
My little sister was playing probably back in 5th or 6th grade, and I helped out with her team. One of the parents was the coach, but we also got to help out a little bit. So I was an assistant coach for them. I got to help out with the drills, got to help play in practices, and I think that was the first time I really found my interest in coaching, and it's just sparked ever since.
Because Harris is the lone senior on this team, she has been able to further develop her leadership skills, a prerequisite for anyone who wants to coach.
Kelsey has been thrown into the fire this year as the lone senior, and I think she's done an outstanding job of leading the team. Probably 90% of my job is leading, not just X's and O's and coaching on the sideline. It takes a lot of leadership off the court, and I think she's done a tremendous job with this team, and it takes boldness, and I think she has a lot of courage to lead.
Being one of the only seniors on the team this year really made me more of a vocal leader. I think before I mainly led by example, and I think this year I was thrust into that role to be the verbal leader for our team.
It's also important for coaches to realize building a team can be a process. Even though Harris is not a coach yet, she has a great understanding of that concept.
With a young team this year, I've had to develop a lot of patience. And I think Kelsey, she does a tremendous job with the underclassmen, and you have to have a great teaching spirit as a coach, and I think she's a great teacher.
Patience is really what you need to be a coach. Patience and just realizing that the details are what really matters. Like everybody who comes to our games might think that scoring points is the most important thing, but if you're a coach, you really look at the details and see what each person can bring to the table to get a team a win.
Harris has all the tools to be successful in the coaching industry, and her motivation will continue to help her move in the right direction.
Working hard and learning the value of hard work through playing basketball has really helped me a lot. And I think that it will carry over to any career, whether it's coaching, whether it's anything else. But just hard work and just knowing that if you set a goal and you plan actions to achieve that goal, it will work out in the end.
In order to be in this business, you have to have a passion for it. She just loves the game, and I think she'll make an outstanding coach.
Harris will be the only Southern Conference player attending the workshop, but she can't wait to be around others who share her passion for both coaching on and off the court.
And that brings us to today's history.
On this day in history, we take a look back at Elon's baseball coach Rick Jones in the late 1980s. Jones began coaching Elon at the start of the 1985 season and made an immediate impact, winning the District 26 tournament 3 consecutive years from 1985 to 1987. A large part of Elon's success in '87 was due to senior right fielder Jimmy Caldwell, who led the conference with 19 home runs and 61 RBIs, earning him the Carolinas Conference Athlete of the Year. Caldwell had help from left fielder Tom Alessi, the team leader in batting average, and center fielder Randy Warren, who had a season that got him drafted by the Chicago White Sox. On the mound, Chris Cole and Mickey Dean anchored the pitching staff, combining to earn 18 wins. The Fighting Christians did come up short in '88, but outfielder Jeff Kippola had one of the best seasons in Elon's history, becoming the 7th Triple Crown winner in school's history. And that concludes this look back at Elon sports history.
We have to take our second commercial break, but first let's see some more upcoming games for Elon and check in with Sam Paone out at the fields.
Mic'd up? Yes, I'm mic'd up.
Sam! Can you hear us?
Attaboy! I thought that was a strike, but that's all right. Best walk out in the SoCon right here.
Joe! Say my name, say my name.
Oh, here you go. Here you go.
Attaboy, Andy! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
An Elon education is about preparing students for a life of global citizenship. Of course, this is a place where you're going to come and earn a degree, but it's also a place that's going to get you to think very deeply about how you're going to use that degree to make the world a better place.
What is living the maroon life? It's more than just the hustle and the sweat. It's more than just the pain and the frustration. It's more than just the triumph and the glory. The maroon life is you. Yes, you. You, the athlete, striving to be at your best day in and day out. You, the alumni who have been in the stands supporting Elon for years. You, the fans who stream into games hours before kickoff. And you, the little ones who will be the next generation of Phoenix fans. You are what drives Elon Athletics, and you are the reason we do what we do. There is so much history and tradition behind our maroon. Conference titles, All-American, and national championships. But there is so much history and tradition yet to be made. So join us. Live the maroon life.
Through their daily pursuit of excellence, Elon student athletes have gained recognition for their achievements both on and off the field.
Building a winning tradition takes hard work and dedication.
dedication to the Maroon life.
Where success is not only measured by just wins and trophies,
but also by the knowledge we gain.
At Elon, we're more than just athletes.
We're student athletes.
Providing support enables success. Help sustain the winning tradition of Elon Athletics while securing the future of our student athletes for years to come.
You're watching the Elon Phoenix Weekly on ESPN2.
Welcome back to the Elon Phoenix Weekly on your ESPN2 local sports break.
The game of basketball has many elements that great teams learn to master all the way around. One element is often overlooked, even though it can determine the winner and loser in the final moments of the game. This week, I stepped out from behind the desk and took to the gym to show what goes into the art of the free throw. It's only 15 feet, but it's the most important 15 feet. It's the difference between an exhilarating victory and a heart-wrenching defeat. It's the shot that gives you the reputation of Miss Ice in your veins. Or that girl who can't handle the pressure when the clock's ticking down. It's not the reward of making the shot that motivates you. But there's the harsh reality of letting your teammates down that drives you to nail every single one. Even though it's the shot that I'm expected to make, it's no secret it's the most difficult. And when it's gut check time, it's never easy. Whether it's a hostile crowd trying to distract me, or my friends and alumni silent as fate, which only adds to the magnitude of the moment. I know it's just one shot, but it's the shot I have to make when the game's on the line.
Some pretty good shooting, Zora. But that's our show for today. If you missed anything or want to watch it again, be sure to check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/Elon Phoenix Weekly.
You can also catch us on Time Warner Cable, channel 1083, to watch us on demand.
Also be sure to visit elonphoenix.com, your #1 source for all the maroon and gold buzz.
On behalf of our producers and crew here at the show, we hope you continue to have a spectacular weekend.
For the Elon Phoenix Weekly, I'm David Carell.
And I'm Zora Stevenson. See you next week.